What's up, YouTube? Thanks for tuning in, The Broke Investor. Figured I'd make a video today on the what I believe to be the top 10 reasons to start doing dividend growth investing. I know a lot of people like these top 10 lists, and figured I'd give it a try. Why the hell not, right? So this is not in any particular order, although I'll say the last one that I'm doing would be the most important in most people's eyes. So we'll just go from here. So number one, it's free. Obviously, the money that you're putting into it is not free, but they have apps and mortgage brokers now that offer free trades, free transactions. So, and even when you sign up, you get free stocks. You refer a friend, you get free stocks. So these brokers like Robinhood and I think a couple others are now becoming free, or they're $1 or something. There's no longer an excuse of, oh, I don't want to pay the high commissions, this and that. So just the simple fact that it's free for you to even just play around and put a little money around here and there, why not? Number two, and to me, one of the most important reasons is income. The whole point of investing in dividend paying stocks is income. Right now, most people's sources of income is their job. So unless they're physically doing work, they're not making money. So if you want to make income from, I'll say, doing nothing, then investing in dividend stocks now, when you're young, when you're whatever, middle age, you can eventually live, or at least have the additional income help you live, financially free. Obviously, it'll add up. They call it, the snowball effect. You invest a little here and there, you keep reinvesting them, you put more money into the capital, and one day, you're making $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 a month in dividends, even more. Maybe $10,000, $20,000. It'll add up before you know it. So the idea behind dividend investing is to have that passive income, to have income from doing nothing. Right now, like I said, the only income you're getting is through going to a job. And I don't know about you, but I'm sick and tired of working, and I don't want to go to a job for another 30 years. So I'm finding a way to make more passive income, and this is certainly one of the easiest ways, I'll say, that, and most secure ways to do it. So again, income number two. Number three is being a broke investor, such as ourselves. We don't have a lot of money to play around with, so that's also a great thing, because say you have $100 to $200 a month to put away, and that's it. When you start out, you're not going to know what the hell to buy, but you want to buy something to see how it works. So if you choose, bad investments, that $100, $200 is not going to destroy you. It's not like, it's a good thing if you do not start out with $10,000 to $20,000 and just make stupid mistakes in the beginning. It's honestly better to slowly, learn as you go, invest as you go, because you'll make mistakes. I'm still in my first year. I'll say I made mistakes mostly within the first, I'll say, 3 to 4 months. And then when I got fully on board with this dividend investing, I was learning a lot, how to be, a lot smarter with the money. But again, it's good to learn as you go. even if you have the money, I would suggest starting out slow if you don't know what you're doing. Number 4 is, the information that you need to learn how to invest in dividend-paying stocks is all available online. It's all free. It's all online. Yeah, there's pay sites, there's books you can buy, there's programs that people sell. But if you search the right way, through reading from Google, finding links to websites, or going on YouTube, a lot of people post, free videos. Oh, they're all free, but then they go into their courses. You don't need the courses. Just listen to multiple free videos, different point of views, and, just get an idea of, what you need to do. So, again, maybe way back when, 20, 30 years ago, that this was not available. So, getting into this market was not the norm. It was only for, smarter, richer people. But now, it's game on for everyone. All right, number 5. Another great reason is it's safe. And the reason it's safe is a lot of these dividend-paying stocks are the blue chip stocks. These companies that have been around forever and ever and ever. The Apples, the Coca-Colas, the AT&Ts, the Verizons, etc. These companies have been paying dividends for so long, longer than we've been alive. So, the company, you cannot chase the dividend. I know everyone says that, but I'll just, say it again too. Do not chase the dividend yield. If you do, yeah, you won't get safe stocks. But if you act smart and just look at the companies, the bigger companies, for the most part, the majority of them are safe. So right off the bat, you're not taking much risk. Number 7 is an obvious one. It's a better return than a savings account. But to get a better return on a savings account, you basically have to be 0.001%. That's not a big accomplishment, but still, where is your money now? Do you have any extra money? Where is it sitting? If it's sitting in a savings, you're earning nothing. So that's, again, another main reason to put into stocks, because the money that you put into these dividend-paying stocks, you're going to not only earn capital, not like you care because you're not selling the stocks, but you'll earn, the capital will go up in time, but you're also making dividends throughout the year, 2, 3, 4, 5%. What's your savings account paying? Not that. Maybe a CD will, but you have to lock up the money. When you put your money in a brokerage account like Robinhood or whatever, it's not locked up. So you can take it out whenever the hell you want. Although that's not advised, but it's the option's there. Emergencies happen, so no brainer. I don't even know what number I'm on. I got a piece of paper here for once. Number 7, I'll say. You never have to. In order to make money, you don't have to spend your money. And what I mean by that is the money that you're putting in order to make money off of it, you don't have to sell that money to live off the capital gains. The money that you're putting in stays in there, so the money that you're making, again, is off of the dividend. And the dividend that comes out, it doesn't affect the original money that you put in there. So you're never touching the original investment, which is great. So, a lot of, the high-risk traders, short-term traders, they buy a stock, they live off the capital, short-term gain. So they're making money off of their money. What we're doing here is we're investing our money, not touching that money, and we're getting paid to not touch that money. I mean, if you think about it, it's a wonderful thing. So, all right. Number 8 is the drip feature. The drip feature is not offered through Robinhood or some of these newer ones, but I have to talk about it because it's a great option. When you invest in these dividend stocks, they're going to pay the dividend. Brokers like Robinhood, the dividend just goes back into your buying power, and it just sits there. So what you need to do is decide what you need to buy with that new buying power. There's an option for most brokers. It's a dividend reinvestment option. So if you choose, say, Apple, when they pay you quarterly, you can choose the drip option. If you choose the drip option, instead of getting that quarterly dividend payment right into your buying power, into the account, it'll just reinvest that money into Apple. So it'll buy a fractional share. So you'll go from owning 1 share of Apple to 1.01 or whatever the hell it comes to. And then it'll add up, etc. This is good because, you know, the more expensive stocks that you can't afford, you'll get fractional shares with just that dividend. And another good reason is if you own a lot of stocks and you don't want to have to continually figure out what you want to buy, you just want to keep buying the same stock, you know, adding into it, you set the drip feature, you leave it alone. You don't really have to do anything. So, me myself, I don't want that feature yet. I'm not even close to using that feature. I want to buy what's on sale. I want to look into what I can buy each and every month, you know, with the dividends that come in. Not like I'm making a lot of dividends yet, but I still want that availability until I get to such point where I say, okay, you know, I don't have the time to be doing this, or I'm making enough that, you know, I'll just keep putting in this stock and that stock, etc., and I'll use the dividends from only these stocks. Then, you know, it'll get to that point. Traffic sucks. Alright, number 9. Dividends, as you know, and as I hopefully you'll start looking with, is a lot of them, they give raises, we'll call them. They increase their dividend every year for a certain amount of years. They try to do that, obviously, because it's one of the features that a lot are known for. Dividend champion, dividend challengers, it's different types of names depending on how many years they increase their dividend. So you need to look at the dividends that have increased their dividend, I mean the stocks that have increased their dividend every year, and also by how much. So just looking at that alone and focusing on that, again, you can pretty much almost, again, there's no guarantees, but you can almost guarantee you're going to get a raise from those shares every year. So think of it like a job. You know, nowadays raises sure as hell are not guaranteed, which is bullshit. But again, this is another source of income, and you want your source of income to give you raises. So imagine getting raises from, say, 30 or 40 different employers / stocks every year. Some give 10% raises, some give 2% raises. But, you know, you just average it out. It turns out to be definitely a substantial raise, probably something better an employer can give. So, eventually when you're going to live off this money, those raises, you'll be looking forward to them. Right now you can't even notice them, but when you're living off these dividends, you'll be very grateful. Especially if these companies are still giving raises in a decent amount. Alright, I think I'm on number 10, if anyone still cares or is listening. And this is the most important one, because unless, you know, well, everyone has a family, but as I mentioned in the beginning, the idea behind dividend investing is you put money away and you never touch the capital. You only touch the money that comes in from dividends. So the capital sits there and sits there and sits there and grows and grows and grows. So one day, when the dividends that come in are enough to help you retire or make you retire, you're just going to live off those dividends, right? And never touch the capital. And then one day you're going to croak. And guess what? You'll have a couple million dividends, assuming you're living off the dividends. So if you have children or family, you know, it's going to be passed on to them. And everyone knows how hard it is nowadays to, you know, just make it by. So why not? What's a better present to your children than an already established dividend-paying brokerage account? Yeah, maybe you don't want them to have it all right away. I'll figure that out in your will, I don't know. But they would be very grateful. We'll just put it that way, and they will live nicely. And maybe even, you know, they could finally do, a lot of people don't get to do what they want in their life. Maybe if they had that financial freedom to have your dividends that you've worked hard for, pay their bills, then they could find something to do with their lives that they actually want to. So many people are forced into working, you know, retail jobs, this and that, and before you know it, they're stuck there, and it is what it is. But that's why we do this now. That's why we do this dividend investing, to get the financial freedom, to help other people out. Again, I made this channel to help others out. Like myself, I'm in my mid-30s. I always thought to myself, I don't need to know stocks, I can't understand stocks. And sure enough, one day I said, fuck it, I'm going online. And within a month, like, you know, I understood it and I was addicted. There's so much more to learn, obviously, but I wish I would have taken this step in my teenage years, young 20s, etc. But like I said, it's never too late. 30s, 40s, you're still, you know, it's not too late. Let's do this. Make money. Have your money, make money. Hope you enjoyed this video and my double chins, but I'll work on that too. Peace.